time's all hay. Joey, where are you going? I'll join the adventure. Bert, though young, was eager. Nick shook his head, as if to say, kid, don't be naive. Subtitles. Nick caught the look in Bert's eyes and thought to himself, I vow to protect Joey just as you have. After all, he's truly an extraordinary fellow, my good horse and buddy. I know, my dear, sweet toy, you'll listen to me and become my little sidekick. I promise I'll take care of Joey like you do, if I can. Wirt felt reluctant, but thought, let's make it a brotherhood forever. Even though the base was a real tearjerker, Bert had to accept this inevitable reality because Joey was headed for adventure. Bert hung his father's flag on Joey's saddle, muttering, wherever you go, it'll find you like a trekking dog. It'll take you home. It'll take you home. I've got a carriage to home plan. Bert always believed they would reunite one day, and Joey's legend began the moment he stepped into the barracks like a blockbuster movie slowly unfolding. The charge drill starts, the commander boosts the horses, morale like they have hit energy shots, the cavalry surges ahead, horses nearly flying. At first, the frontline horse was acting like a nerd on a test, but with Nick's shout, Joey just suddenly powered up like he was in a video game. Joey exploded with an amazing speed, and Nick left a beautiful line on the grass, like an abstract painting accidentally done by the horse. Nick finally understood Bert's deep feelings for Joey, and in his spare time he grabbed a paintbrush, trying to capture Joey's grace, as if setting up an art. He then wrote a letter to Bert, who was always worried about Joey, and just then they received the tough assignment to raid the German base. On that day, Nick was injured in the barracks, quietly thinking, will I survive to see Joey one last time? It felt like a total nightmare. He placed his father's flag on Joey's saddle, fully knowing, even if I meet my doom, I hope Joey can get back to Bert safely. The cavalry ghosted into the tall grass, patiently waiting for the attack signal. With the commander's shout, the soldiers charged forward as if they were in a trance. The German soldiers were caught off guard, and when they did realize it, it was too late. What a surprise, happy accident. This seemingly glorious victory was merely a brief gift from fate. The commander saw the enemy collapsing and thought, time waits for no one. As they pursued, the enemy was driven into the woods where danger lurked like a bunch of bullets waiting to party. However, the soldiers' defeat was like a party gone wrong. Nick sadly perished in this nightmare, while Joey miraculously escaped with his amazing speed. The cavalry found themselves bombarded by a hail of bullets, and Joey, amidst the chaos, panicked, thinking, get me home, I can't bear this frightening ordeal. But fate wasn't quite in his favor. In the smoke-filled woods, he ran into Tosso, his old battlefield buddy once again. However, the Germans ordered the execution of all captives as if they were in a game of cat and mouse. Fortunately, a kind soldier couldn't bear to see these noble steeds meet a tragic fate and begged the commander to spare them. The commander eventually agreed, giving Joey and Tosso a glimmer of hope, indicating that their friendship had more to unfold. But Tosso refused to accept the gear, acting like a villain in a drama, exuding vibes of defiance. Just as the soldiers felt helpless, Joey walked over, demonstrating, as if saying, look, I'm harmless. Tosso finally put on the gear, and the soldiers marveled, wow, Joey can actually understand human thoughts. He's taken a mysterious turn. We only told you this with the intention of saving your life. Joey was brimming with worry about his own destiny. Unbeknownst to him whether he was still alive, in that moment Bert resolved he'll join the front lines to find Joey and fulfill that farewell promise. The front line had turned into hell on earth, where death lurked around every corner, and hope for survival felt as sparse as a blade of grass. The soldier who saved Joey, remembering horse care tips, stayed in logistics, far from the front lines, while his brother became a casualty. The brother had promised their mother to take care of his sibling, but could only watch helplessly as his brother was sent to the front. The brother couldn't bear this emotional torment, decisively snatching Joey and another horse to chase after his marching sibling. Love knows no bounds. Under the cloak of night, the brothers fled like there were countless monsters chasing after them. They hid in an abandoned farm, fantasizing about blissful days after the war, returning to their mother's embrace, completely unaware of the harsh reality. Deserting soldiers were regarded as committing the gravest crime in war, and when the Germans caught up with them, the brothers seemed to be completely cornered. The windmill turned quietly, seemingly masking the tragic fate of the brothers, while their horses were forgotten on the farm. Next morning, the girl opened the stable door and was surprised to find 2 horses inside, like gifts falling from the sky. An indescribable joy filled her heart, and she rushed to tell her grandpa, "Grandpa, come see, I just hit the horse jackpot." She swore to take care of these 2 horses, but Grandpa looked grave, forbidding her to ride. No more accidents. After all, the girl's parents had passed away, and now she was left to rely on her aging grandpa. Emily gazed at her grandpa's weathered face with mixed emotions. I don't want to lose anyone else. From that day on, Emily began to take care of the 2 horses, as if embarking on a horse preservation program. She even set up a ladder to train Joey to jump over obstacles, but got interrupted. Suddenly, German soldiers burst in just like bandits, which prompted Grandpa to hurriedly hide Emily and the horses. The Germans rummaged through everything, stealing whatever they could find, filling Emily with rage. Before leaving, the German commander boasted with arrogance, finishing with a chilling remark, "Remember how tough I am." After they left, the land lay in ruins, and Emily angrily blamed her grandpa. "You should never have stayed silent." Yet Grandpa replied, "There are many ways to be brave. Well, this route seems safer."